Alright, so she is spewing out her coolant. There is a gigantic hole in the bottom of that hose, so I'm glad I put that there. She's starting to warm up. Hey everybody, welcome back to Brailsford's Rides. I'm Matt again here today, and we've got the new project car sitting behind me. Today we're going to conduct the first oil change, and we're really looking to see whether or not there's a possibility that we blew a head gasket. The next step will be to check the compression and all that. But first, we're going to change the oil. It needs to be changed anyway. It's been sitting for probably 2 years. So we're going to spin the car around, get it level, pull up on some ramps, and go ahead and swap that out. And pray to God that we got no water in there. But we'll see here soon. But before we do, click that like button down below, subscribe, and don't miss more of this content. All right, guys, let's do this. Wipe this down a bit, see, take a peek. It's super gross. Who knows when this has ever been done. Alright, a little better. Put this guy right here, put the drain pan there, figure out what size wrench we need. There we go. Breaker free. I'm so gonna hurt my arm here. All right, she's loose. Moment of truth, folks. Pray to God. Let's see what we got going. She's in there pretty good. I hope this isn't cross-threaded. So far, it looks like oil. Wonder if I can do it by fingering out. A little bit, yep, here we go. Looks like oil. Oh man, look at that. That's good. This is really good. It looks like oil. I'll have to look at it closer in the sun, but I think we're good. It does not look like a head gasket rupture to me. But then again, I won't be able to see it till we get outside. And it's been sitting for 2 years, so yes, sir. Let's let her finish draining, and we'll come check it in a second. All right, guys. So one thing. Oh, let's clean off the screen here. One thing I never realized is that the Foxes have 2 drain plugs due to how the oil pan sits. So we go ahead and crack the other one, and we're gonna go ahead and let it out as well. Shouldn't be too much in here, but there might be some. So we'll go ahead and let that out, and then we'll fill her up with a new oil. All right. Okay, so I can tell from the back pan, back drain plug, the oil's looking pretty good. Okay, it's all black. Now the front side here, there's a little bit of milkiness, and you see it kind of trickling out, but it didn't come out to the very end. And I kind of have a feeling that that's from the engine sitting and moisture getting in there a little bit. I had the same kind of problem with the MGB when I drained the rear diff and the transmission. It had been sitting for so long, it looked a lot worse than this, but I had some very similar kind of oil come out, and so I kind of think that's it. The only way to be sure is to do a compression check, so I'm gonna have to go get a compression check tool, probably from, hopefully Harbor Freight has one. And yeah, I mean, better safe than sorry, so we'll have to knock that out. And I don't really know how else to check, but we're gonna go ahead and throw in this new oil, and yeah, let's go ahead and change it out. Alright, so we're going to put the oil in, we drain both plugs, change out the filter, and we're going to be using VR1 racing oil, 20W50. Let's see if we can get this in there. So this is a 5-quart engine. It makes oil changes super simple. You just buy the 5 quarts and you're good. My other cars, they always got a little left over, so I just throw that in the trunk in case something happens. My Ford Edge, for some reason it burns a little bit of oil. It's never leaking. Probably burning some though. Alright, we'll let the rest of that go down. Put the cat back on. Fire up and see if we got any leaks. Smoke. Alright, so she is spewing out her coolant. There's a gigantic hole in the bottom of that hose, so I'm glad I put that there. She's starting to warm up. For you Foxbody types, there was smoke coming out of this, which is a breather from the head, or from the valve cover. Is that normal? There's smoke coming out of here, and usually I guess it would just get sucked in the engine, but why would that, what would cause that? Is there any problem? And I thought I heard a little ticking noise, and so I'm hoping it's not a knock, a rod knock, but we need to address the cooling issue before we do anything. Yeah, she started getting pressure from heat. She starts pouring. Definitely need some new hoses, so I'll have to order those. Alright, so let's look at the oil. This does not look like oil to me. That has head gasket rupture here. Not milky, in my opinion. There was some discoloration in here, but I think that's from sitting so long. On the other side, I mean, I think this is good oil. I mean, good as in not contaminated. What do you guys think? This doesn't look like, I might need some advice here. This doesn't look like the standard Mustang 5.0 thermostat. I thought the 5.0 had a 90-degree bend, and this looks more like a 45-degree bend almost. So if anyone can comment on that, I'd love to hear what you think. I believe this is a reverse flow pump, if you can tell based off of the way the fan is angled. It'd be going like this. So I believe that's reverse flow when it clutches in, and I've already got one water pump ordered. I still need a hose kit, but I want to make sure my hose kit's going to work for this because it's not a 90-degree bend there. So I want to make sure I ordered the right thing. Is this a Crown Vic motor? Is it a truck motor? The previous owner seems to think it was a truck motor. So those valve covers kind of look like a truck motor to me too. So let me know what you think. When it's in gear, it runs really good. It holds idle, but when it's not in gear, it chokes and wants to, like, it hunts for perfect idle. There's smoke coming up from the valve covers via this guy, and it's getting sucked in and spit out the back. That's what the smoke was, I believe. So is that normal? Do these normally smoke from here and get sucked down in? And then this guy, I believe, goes to the smog pump. I want to delete that smog pump, and I know people do it, but I need to look more into that and see how that's going to affect the motor. If you know, please comment below. This is another learning platform for me, so I'm trying to learn as much as possible, guys. Let me know what you guys think that we can do to make it run better, and if there's any upgrades I can make that would pep up the motor a little bit. That right now I'm more focused on getting it running right, and then we'll worry about pepping it up. But if there's things I can change that I need to change that would upgrade it, then yeah, let's do that. All right, everybody, thanks for watching today. So that's gonna do it for today's video. We changed the oil. The oil looked fine to me. I don't think there's a head gasket rupture. For sure we're having cooling problems. We're gonna change out the hoses, the pump, thermostat housing. If you saw that thermostat housing, tell me what you think of it. Is it a Mustang housing, or is it a Crown Vic or truck housing? What do I need to buy to replace that? Because I don't want to order the wrong thing. So that's the way forward with it. Other things I want to do is remove the cats from under the car, make it a off-road H-pipe. If anyone has one they're willing to part with that can just bolt in, that'd be great. So that needs to be done. I need to address my idle issue. For whatever reason, it's idling like garbage. when it's in gear, it's fine, but when it's not under load, it just wants to hunt to find where it's supposed to be. And I'm not sure if I need to clean the injectors or whatnot, run some seafoam through it, who knows. But I don't know how many miles are on this engine. So we're going good. The car seems to be running great. It just needs to fix the cooling problem. We can take it for its first spin, and then we'll put on insurance and all that stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. I'm glad to see that I don't need to change the head gaskets. I don't think. Only way to check for sure is the compression check, which we'll probably knock that out when we change out the spark plugs. But appreciate everybody watching. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe down below, and see you next time on Brailsford's Rides. Oh, by the way, before I forget, don't forget, if you comment on the intro video, the last video with the Fox, and you pick the name for the car, and I choose the name you pick, then I will send you a free Brailsford Ride t-shirt. Right now, I'm leaning towards my pick, which is Project Ragnarok. So I do like Project Ragnarok. I think it's a cool name, and I'm leaning towards that, but if someone comes up with something better, we might go with it. So comment in the last video, go check it out, the intro video for this car, and let me know what you think the name should be. And if we go with it, you got yourself a free shirt. Alright guys, take care.